Hi guys, it's Khadija and Doreen. Welcome back to my channel. I'm donned in adorned or adorned? Donned. I'm donned in the same outfit as the previous video.
Donned
In the same outfit as my previous video where I did Amazon baby registry. It's on both sides. I did you get this free from Amazon. Watch the last video to see how and what was inside mine. I was trying to be very time efficient, so recorded it in the same outfit just in case you had any questions. But this particular video is going to be a Q&A for baby number 2. Oren is gonna try asking the questions.
I'm gonna ask the question. I'm not gonna try.
Oren is gonna ask the questions, and then because he's fully capable, and then I'm going to answer them because I'm also fully capable. First question.
Was this planned?
Or was it an oopsie? I know that question because it came from Instagram. See that? Was it planned or was it an oopsie?
Well, the first question on my list was it planned?
Okay.
I'm fully capable.
Alright, you wanna take that one?
It wasn't. It wasn't my plan. I guess it was God's plan. KK really wanted another child, and I conformed and complied. Was it planned?
Yeah, so guys, if it was left up to me, and if it was left up
it
to
was planned.
Long and short, the short of it is yes.
Yeah.
I really had wanted to do like an Irish twin type thing where like you go right back. You know what I mean? You go right back to the second child. I really wanted to do that. But life and circumstances and military, whatever, it did not allow that. So this was kind of like my cutoff for Zuri. I didn't want the age to be too far apart. So I'm like, all right, well, it's either this year or no year.
I think I chose never, right?
He chose never. He chose no year.
All right. Ready for the second question?
Yeah.
The hardest part.
The hardest part of this pregnancy is the 3rd trimester. Every trimester have the hardest part. You get me? The first trimester, you got no energy. Okay, everything irritates you. Let me not generalize. This was the hardest part for me during each step of the way. So first trimester, low energy, no energy. Bringing up everything I put down. Everything was irritating me. And to make it worse, Oren wasn't here. He was on some military assignment for the first 3.5 months. I had a toddler here. We had just moved into a new house, so it was like a lot. It was very stressful for me. And then like the second trimester was kind of okay. Yeah, Marinottabrit. Reached the stage of Marinottabrit. The second trimester was like kind of okay. And then the 3rd trimester, now your energy start come back, right? But then like your physical, you can't really do what your mind until you say you want to do, basically in the 3rd trimester. My pelvis, the last time it wasn't like this. My pelvis feels like it's falling apart every day. Okay, just to lie down and get out of bed, it's a struggle. So that's the hardest part physically. It's also not being able to give Zuri as much time as I'd really want to and play with her as much as I'd want to. I try to be mindful of that. So I try to give her like 5 to 10 minutes a day playing with her. I know that's not really enough, but it's really what I can physically do right now. So sometimes I'll be coercing Oren like, can you play with her? Can you do this? Can you do that with her? Because I can't do it. And so I want him to do it so that somebody does it.
Yeah. Because I have all the time in the world. All right.
It's giving sarcasm.
Okay, next question. Are you getting the epidural?
I will get the epidural if I have the time, and I'm gonna try and have the time. Since you know what mess up a lot of people with the second child, like because we're so traumatized with the first child, where you go in and have to wait. You wait so long with the second child, and I know every pregnancy is different, but with this one, I feel like I'm probably not going to wait. I'm gonna go first and see where we're at, and then I'm gonna be like, yeah. I my birth plan includes the epidural, so I don't want to do one of those things where I'm running out of time and y'all can't give it to me. It worked for me the last time, even though I was against it and I wanted to do the natural birth. I ended up getting the epidural, and it was like the best thing for me. So I would really like to be able to get it this time, and it's on my plan. So I'm hoping things go as planned.
Okay. Yeah, the sex.
The sex is going to be a nice little surprise. I'm going to try and insert it somewhere in the video, put like a picture so that you guys can see.
Okay. Did you do the same things with this one to prepare?
No, I definitely did not. I still have not fully packed my hospital bag. I don't think I halfway packed it yet. I have not started packing the baby's bag. There are quite a few things left that I need to get. There's just not that sense of urgency for this one. I don't know why. It's not that I'm not equally as excited. Why do you think? I mean, with Zuri from 5 months, closet stuck out, things start.
It was our first. It was our first.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
that's true. And even though the hospital give you stuff, like I still want to bring my own stuff. So it's not that I haven't packed because I'm gonna depend on the hospital stuff. I feel like I have time, is what it is.
Well,
You not start pack yet.
I don't need to pack. I can go back and forth.
Okay.
Right?
Alright.
Alright, mega pack some.
Mm-hmm.
What will the baby's name be?
The baby's name is going to be...
Alright. Any cravings with this child?
No, so like cravings in the second trimester, I was craving kinda craving halal food. I mean, I think we could call it halal food. What them call like the chicken over rice with the lettuce and the tahini sauce.
Middle Eastern something.
You get it at the halal truck, so I guess we should just call it halal food. But I don't want to be politically incorrect, so if I'm saying it wrong, then feel free to correct me. But they call themselves the halal truck, so I think that's a good name.
Are you nervous about giving birth?
Not quite. I'm nervous that things aren't going to be the same as they were the last time, because with Zuri it was like such. I don't want to say easy, but it was a hassle-free, problem-free. Everything went right. The girl came out in 2-3 pushes in 5-6 minutes. With the Pitocin, of course, and the epidural. So I would really love, if things were to go the same as they are the last time, I'm not nervous. But there's always just that sense of, that feeling, you know, that because there's a possibility that things can go. I mean, you're bringing a life into the world. Anything can go wrong. You can be healthy for the whole 9 months, and then on the day, you know, and it's not really being negative, it's just knowing the possibility. So that's mostly what I'm nervous about, not the process in itself. Because I feel like if I have the epidural, then I can conquer the world. So, yeah.
The sex will come out in this question.
What?
Do you think you will try again for a boy?
Well, them are gonna know because I'm gonna put the picture thing on it. For sure say it's a girl. But me just not really want to share the name like
or that. Are you good with Orion being the only male in the house?
So when I imagine myself with kids, it was always a number. For me, it wasn't like a gender or a sex thing, and it was always 2. So I'm good with the 2. To be honest, I am so okay with the 2. I don't want to keep going to try and have a boy and then imagine it be another girl, right? Am I gonna try again for a 4th? So I'm quite satisfied with the 2. I have nephews. You know, I'm good. I'm happy. I'm satisfied. I'm okay.
I'm very okay.
He was okay with the 1.
Yeah,
so,
I'm good.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Next question.
Do you plan to breastfeed with this one?
With this one is just kind of like a go with the flow. With Zuri, we have everything down to a science. Natural birth, no epidural, breastfeeding, and then look what happened. The exact opposite. All I did was empty my milk, and then I started formula, provided it was like good formula, not breast milk. Of course, nothing compares to breast milk, but it was a pretty damn good substitute. It was the Hip from Netherlands.
What does go with the flow? Can you explain go with the flow?
Go with the flow meaning I might have milk, I might not. It's always a possibility.
So if you have milk, you will breastfeed?
If I have milk, I'll pump it out, okay, and freeze it for like the first month, so the child gets that first month, you know, off to a good start for that first month. But to be honest, it's whatever works and what mental space I'm in at the time. I feel like that's what's most important. You guys see I have a slim frame, right? So the last time with Zuri, I had to eat so much to keep the supply in. I didn't really want the supply to even stop because I was pumping. I didn't have a problem pumping and freezing, giving her the milk out the bottle, but I just couldn't keep up with the eating. And it just took too much. So it was getting very frustrating, and I was in school also. So I needed to do what worked. And a friend of mine, she recommended the Hip, and I mean, that worked so well. It made her stool, TMI, but it made her stool.
What is the Hip, the formula?
The Hip formula, sorry, the Hip formula. So the Hip is not necessarily within the US standards because I think it doesn't have as much vitamin D or something. So I had used some vitamin D drops, I think. But the thing is, the formulas that were US standards weren't working for her tummy. Her stool was not, it wasn't giving, right? And she was struggling. So we made the decision that we would find something better. And thank you for the suggestion from the friend of mine. Hip was such a good solution. I mean, the shipping is, you know, probably expensive, but the peace of mind was worth it. With this one, if I get milk, I plan to use bottles at night with breast milk for as long as I have the breast milk. Use bottles at night, and then during the daytime to do, you know, the direct feeding, because nighttime is a time for sleep. It's a time where I want them to get into the habit of sleeping at night. So I feel like with the bottle, it's just I feed you in 5-10 minutes, I burp you, I put you back in the bassinet, we both go back to sleep. In the daytime, we can bond, we can play on the breast, we can do whatever in the daytime, you know. So that's the plan for now. Let's see how it goes. I might give you guys an update. We'll see. Is that all for the questions?
That is all for the questions.
All right, that's all for the questions. We did we? I don't know if we did one with Zuri, but I might link it below if I find it. I'm gonna link below the baby registry from Amazon, that free box thing, so you guys can watch that video to see what came in my box and how to get it. But in the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching.
Like, share, and subscribe.
you don't have to like, share, subscribe this time around because I don't know where I'll be with the content, but you can watch my old videos. I think they're pretty good.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Bye, guys.